places like IMG. Hey, you battle tested, you ain't bad at test. Come and play against the best and from the generation next. Hey, hopping all on Facebook, not going for that flex. When a tough game get set, we do our best to try to pull up where they at. Hey, you ain't get no invite, just sitting around hanging. What you thinking? You ain't in if you ain't in them power rankings. Hey, yeah, it get lit. Hey, hotter than a sauna. Hey, try again next year, you might get a call from Jonah. Hey, but it ain't no waiting, you gotta come outside and play. Hey, if they can come to you, then go and play them games away. Hey, yeah, in December, that's when ain't nobody safe. Hey, think I'm just talking, I just got off live with Clay. Hey, yeah, I go crazy on that highlight, they rewind me, they come and find me, and then invite me to wine. See, I came for MVP to have a whole league behind me. Done played in big places like IMG. Hey, yeah, battle tested, you ain't bad at test. Come and play against the best and from the generation next. Hey, hopping all on Facebook, not going for that flex. When a tough game get set, we do our best to try to pull up where they at. Hey, yeah, I see. Generation next, I see. Yeah, I see. Generation next, I see. Hey, yeah. Generation next, I see.
Talking all that junk, boy. They were talking all that junk. They talked it out. We really number one.
Yo, what's up? We are back. Rankings Uncut, special edition, YNC Division 1 tonight on a Tuesday night. I know y'all used to us coming in on a Thursday, man, but we had to lace y'all in with the holidays being last weekend. And I know everybody is wondering, hey, y'all see Clay on there by himself, man. So I would appreciate it, man, if everybody could send prayers out to my brother Jonah. He had a family emergency. Something pretty serious, you know what I mean? So we're gonna send prayers, wish our best to him and his family, man, and you know, and hope that everything gonna turn out great, right? And then we'll see him next week at the YNC. But with that saying, man, we still gonna run through everything, right? So we still gonna talk about the teams that are in, you know, Division 1 as well as Division 2. We're gonna talk about the cheer, so everybody knows what cheer groups are gonna be there. I'll answer some questions and make sure that we are in line with certification times on Monday and everybody has, you know, everything in place so they can get going. Because I'm going to tell you, this event is finna be crazy. This what? I think our sixth, seventh year of YNC. I think maybe 6th year. 6th year of YNC, 5th or 6th. I don't know. Been doing it for a minute. And I can tell you this, man. I have never been this excited in a long time, man. I'm excited about so many different things, from the matchups on some of these age levels, right? To, you know, just how everybody's just really buying into the vibe, you know what I'm saying? And I'm excited for the kids to see the new design of the Division 1 trophy, and I want to see those kids' faces light up when they get them rings and these necklaces. And man, just hang out with my people, man. I enjoy being around y'all, man. So with that being said, you know, hey, tag your people, comment. Let's go ahead and get them on in here. Anthony Hawk, talk to your team mom. Went over that in the certification Zoom call we had last night. But no, we'll have water and ice out there for the boys, you know. So I answer that question real quick. But before we get started, too, man, we also gonna have two coaches, man. Two coaches that's feuding pretty hard on that 7U, man. We're gonna allow them to kind of chime on in here and talk a little bit, and you know, talk their shit and do what they do and everything like that. But without further ado, man, let's get this thing going, man. So I'm gonna start the show off with our cheerleaders because, of course, on Monday we've got certification at the Palm Beach Convention Center, Exhibit Hall B. These are the teams that have punched their ticket to the YNC. So as you can see, we have MBK Cheer out of Alabama. Terrence City Ducks, they squad coming through representing for Alabama. My man Trey Man, the lead, and he bringing his whole cheer squad right there in Florida. Gold-blooded Divas. I can tell y'all what, man, they part of the Gold-blooded Titans, and them young ladies, they come heavy. Elite Pretty Panthers out of Texas as well, too. So I can tell you, man, you're going to have a lot of Texas vibe, and then you have the Diamond Elite Cheer out of Texas. Now, originally we had 8 teams, but 2 of the other teams after committed, man, they felt like that, financially it wasn't going to be a good fit for them, so they decided to back out. So we're going to run this thing with 6 cheer squads, guys. Remember, this is not going to be a traditional cheer competition. We're gonna step, we're gonna shake, we're gonna stomp, man. They're gonna have a great time. They're gonna talk their shit. We're gonna have a DJ in the mix making it hype. Our cheer director and her assistant, man, they really gonna have it going on. So like I said, guys, man, make sure you tap in for this 7 p.m. Monday night at the Palm Beach Convention Center, man. We want everybody there to support those girls, just like those girls been supporting the football boys all year long. So Howard want to get on here today. Howard, man, you a hard dude. Howard, I had to FaceTime you like 6 times, man, just to get you on the phone, man. You a hard dude to get in touch with. So big round of applause for the first ever cheer. And let's remember, man, these young ladies, they're going to be fighting for a cheer ring, cheer necklace, right? And then the winning, of course, a cheer trophy. And then the winning team is going to have a custom either battle cheer uniforms, or they'll have custom battle cheer travel suits, man, whichever one that they choose. So, man, opportunity, man, to kind of really reward these ladies and give them a little bit different vibe this year. Now, once we get through with certification on Monday, and remember, guys, like we talked about, make sure you are in the right spot at the right time, because certification this year starts way earlier than it has been in the past. Certification is at Palm Beach Convention Center in the Exhibit B hall. All right. Make sure that you show up, because it's in 45-minute increments per age level. So 6U is getting us started at 10 a.m. on Monday, and so on and so on and so on. 50,000 square foot area. So we got plenty of room, so we can get all the teams in there, get them certified right on time, in and out. We'll have a stage set up. We'll have the trophy set up so y'all can see the new design trophies, give everybody your opinion. Gonna have a DJ spinning. Of course, y'all know how we do at the YNC. We're gonna have plenty of YNC decorations, plenty of battle decorations. Curtis and Allie will be at the battle tent. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be out there. You get opportunity to buy the latest and greatest in fresh gear, and we'll roll with it like that. And normally I don't put the ring and necklace on display, but we're going to put the ring and necklace on display with the trophy so everybody get opportunity to see it, man. So, again, make sure you locked in on Monday. Hey, I like that. Trap House Meech. Hey, Meech, holla at me. Maybe we can get you to do a live performance before we start the coaches meeting. Coaches, remember, your meeting starts at 5 p.m. It is a mandatory meeting that at least one person from your coaching staff is at the meeting. This is where you're going to find out how the bracket is set up, who you'll be playing, and what time and what field you guys will be playing. So make sure, make sure that you guys are locked in for that and ready to go. So without further ado, man, let's get started on these Division I teams that have officially punched their ticket to the YNC. They will be there in the mix. And we're going to start with 6U. So one thing I can tell you is, if you take a look at this list, man, and I can see the new rankings, man, but we're not going to launch them unless Jonah's here. I mean, that he's Gen Next, that's his thing. I'm looking at the new rankings, and I can tell you this is 9 of the top 8 teams in the country. So Bessemer Tigers representing Alabama. Matry Ravens representing Alabama. Duval Jaguars will be in the building. Pompano Chiefs, West Orlando Jaguars, Atlanta Elite, FC Blue Devils, Fayette County, Oak Cliff Titans, and of course, last one but not least that we decided to let into it, SCD Wolverines. So you're looking at a 9-team bracket for 6U. It's going to be something totally different. I know everybody was expecting the 8, but we got everything. We got these guys in there, so it's going to be some really, really good matchups, man. So, hey, I know when you're looking at 9 of the top, 10 teams in the country, man, anything can go. Anything can go. So go on and chime in, man, and comment. Let us know who you think gonna win this thing. But I can tell you, there's not a 6U bracket in the country that's gonna be this tough. You understand? Not a 6U bracket in the country that's gonna be this tough from top to bottom, man. So, AG, man, let's roll on to 7U. Roll on to 7U. Now, when this 7U list come up, man, like I said before, I can see the rankings. You guys can't, man. We're looking at 8. You hear me? No, I'm sorry. No, 9. My bad. 8 of the top 10 teams in the country are in this bracket, and then we added a 9th wild card as well. So we've got Bessemer Tigers representing Alabama, 8 Mile Giants out of Alabama, Duval Jaguars from Florida, Lauderdale Lake Vikings, Dog Pound, defending YNC national champion. RDU, also known as Real Deal University, that's our defending YNC national champion. Louisiana Tigers, Gorilla Mob, and the SED Wolverines. So, with that being said, man, this is a 7U bracket again. Like I said, 8 out of the 9 teams are all in the country, and it's going to be real, real tough to get this one cracked, man. So, with that being said, AAG, man, we got these coaches in here. If they in here, man, let's go on, bring them on and get them going. They might not be though, so I'll wait for them. I'll wait for them to get on in here. Let's see here, still nothing yet. All right, so now I was trying to get a couple 7U coaches in here so they could go and talk their shit, but hey, man, I guess they don't know how to use modern technology. So with that being said, let's keep rolling with it. So rolling on to 8U. And this particular bracket right here, guys, for Division I release, I'm talking about 8 bangers. Top 10 right here, without a doubt. There's nobody that has a 6U bracket like ours. No one has a 7U bracket like ours. No one has an 8U bracket like this. Starting off with the Bessemer Tigers. Then you got the Orlando Outlaws, Atlanta Elite, defending YNC national champion, Rare Breeds, Crescent City Chargers. This is a team I saw on Halloween weekend in New Orleans, man. When I tell you they look good, they look damn good. CBE Sawboys out of the Midwest. Pac Prime and Big Aiden is coming to try to get them to get back. And then, of course, SED Wolverines, who both Pac Prime and SED are in the same league. And that was a close state championship game that they had right there. So, again, guys, come on. Chime in. Let me know who you think is gonna win this 8U division right here. I got to know. I got to understand, man, who y'all think gonna win this 8U division? Because when I tell you, man, this thing is loaded. This thing is loaded right here, baby. And of course, as you walk into this 8U division, man, Voodoo is gonna be the favorite, right? The question is, who has what it takes to knock Voodoo off? I mean, if I'm looking at the rankings right now, you know what I'm saying? You got Pac Prime at number 2, Orlando Outlaws at 3, Crescent City Chargers at 4. Who has what it takes to challenge 2-time defending YNC champion back to back, and they looking to go for a 3rd back right now. So, rolling on over to 9U, man. We're gonna keep this party going, man. Keep everything copacetic. Looking at this bracket right here on 9U, we've got 5, you hear me? 5 of the top 6 teams in the country. 5 of the top 6 teams in the country right here. So, as you can see, when AG pulls that thing up, man, where we at? 9U. All right, well, shit, we'll keep it going while AG getting it situated. So, but like I was saying, man, on that 9U, man, we've got 5 of the top 6 teams in the country. And again, nowhere else in the nation can you get a bracket like that, all right? So we know that we're going to have Twin City Outlaws in the building. We know we're going to have the Duval Jaguars in the building. Oh, there we go. Let me go and pull it from the top. So, of course, Duval Jaguars. Gainesville United Gators, man. This is a team that a lot of people have questioned why we put this team in here. And all I'm going to tell you is, guys, when they get on the field, you got to watch them. They might have the best quarterback and cornerback in the country on this particular age level. It's a team that their only loss during the regular season was to the Duval Jaguars, right? Lauderdale Lake Vikings, a team that took a loss in their FYFL championship, but then the champion decided to go somewhere else. So then their way. So with that being said, hey, Lauderdale Lakes decided to step up to the plate and take the invite. Twin City Outlaws, our defending YNC national champion, and who a lot of people figure is the favorite to win this 9U battle, right? Georgia Eagles. As I'm listening to everyone talk online, I'm reading the comments and everything like that. Even though the Georgia Eagles right now are sitting at number 3 in the country, a lot of people say that they are playing the best football and that they feel like they are the favorite right now to win the 9U national championship. More Truth out of Oklahoma. Last year was their first year in the YNC. They got a little bit of taste of what it was like. Coach Ricky went back and revamped some things, and now they end the year firing on all cylinders. I watched them about a month ago in Houston with some big wins against some big opponents that really propelled them into the spotlight. Gold-blooded Titans. This is a team right here, right? They've got 3 losses on the season, but all 3 losses, the total point difference was 6 points, and all 3 teams that they lost to are all, within the top teams in the country. So this is a team that got here based on their strength of schedule, and it'll be interesting to see, how they get everything worked out once we get down to Wellington. And then, of course, TNS Cougars, team that's sitting at number 4 in the country right now. They took a loss in the preseason. But what people don't understand is that when you take that particular type of loss, man, you got to regroup and rebuild from it. And that's exactly what TNS did. They've been undefeated since. And like I said, about a month ago, when I saw those guys in Houston, man, they look like a totally different team, right? So, but chime in, man. Let us know who you think is going to take this 9U title when you got 5 of the top 6 teams in the country right there. I see a lot of people asking about the Miami Garden Ravens. Remember, guys, this is Division One. We'll do the Division Two teams later. And not to say that the Miami Garden Ravens is a Division Two team, because they're not. They're definitely a Division One team, but they chose to go to a different national championship. And there's nothing we can do but respect that. So with that being said, man, AG, man, let's go on and roll into a commercial. And then when we get back, man, to Rankings Uncut, we're going to talk about the 10U, 11U, 12U, 13U, and 14U teams that are now punched their ticket to Division One YNC.
Come on, bro. Come on, let's go, bro. Come on, let's go. When is that time? It is that time to drop the hammer. Come see the show. We gonna give them a show. Do you understand?
And I ain't seen the sunshine.
All right, turn up on these people, man.
I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling. All down the bad ass dog.
All right, guys, we are back. And again, we are releasing the Division One teams that are going to be at the YNC this coming week. And then once I get through with all the Division Ones, man, we're going to release those Division Two lists. So don't tune off. I see some people saying, "Oh, 9U, let's head to our group." No, y'all need to see who's in this 9U. Y'all need to see who's in this 9U Division 2, man. The thing is gonna be crazy. But let's go and roll with 10U. Now, as we know, Lambeau is the king of the hill right now in 10U. But when I tell you this bracket right now has 6 of the top 7 teams in the country, no 10U bracket is like this. Bessemer Tigers, Duval Jaguars, Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, of course, the defending YNC national champion, and like I always say, in my opinion, who I feel like pound for pound is the #1 team in the country right now, Lambeau. Rare Breeds, of course, representing Georgia, as well as the ABA Bulldogs. Great Elite out of New York. And a team that has been kicking up a lot of dust down here in the South, and they say that they are ready to step up to what we got going on at the YNC, Renegade Coach United out of Houston, Texas. So, hey, man, a lot of people was questioning whether if RCU was going to step into the YNC smoke after, dominating AYF last year. And they are here. They are ready to see how Lambeau, Duval, Fort Lauderdale, Great Elite, and everybody else does it, man. So, like I said, man, this is a great 18 bracket right here. It's going to be crazy to see how this thing plans on out. Rolling on over to 11U. Now, been a lot of chatter on social media about 11U, right? Been a lot of chatter. But I'm going to hit y'all with some facts right now. #1 team in the country right now, SED Wolverines, is in the bracket. #2 team in the country right now and defending YNC national champion, Rare Breeds, is in the bracket. #6 team in the country right now, Atlanta Elite, is in the bracket. #7 team in the country right now, Trayman Elite, is in the bracket. #9 team in the country right now, RMG Elite, is in the bracket. 5 out of the top 9 teams in the country are in this bracket. No one else has a ranked loaded bracket like this on 11U. West Orlando Jaguars are in the bracket. North Philly Blackhawks are in the bracket. And Gold-Blooded Titans are in the bracket. So when I see people question what the level of competition on this 11U bracket is going to be, the shit is funny to me, man. It's funny to me. Because any way you want to spin it, I'm just telling you, you got top 9 ranked teams in the country in this bracket. Show me another bracket that's got more than 5 top 10 teams in it. Show me one. I'll wait, because you can't. You can't. So, hey, man, this one's going to be an interesting one. And I think everybody is kind of just assuming, man, that the national championship is going to end up to be SED versus Rare Breeds again. But I think a lot of people are going to be surprised at how this thing rolls on out. Now, let's go and step up to the big boys in Division 1. 12U. Man, this particular bracket right here is so loaded to me till it's crazy. These 8 teams that you got right here, it's just stupid. OG Ducks, West Orlando Jaguars, TMT Hurricanes, Central DeKalb Dream Chasers, Rare Breeds, defending 4-time, that's back to back to back. Oh, another back. Back to back to back to back. YNC national champion, RDU, also known as Real Deal University. Maryland Heat. And right now, the #1 team in the country, Dragon Elite Academy. So you want to talk about figures? Let's talk about figures right now. 8 of the top 9 teams in the country are in this bracket. You understand me? 8 of the top 9 teams in the country are in this bracket, man. This one right here is going to be crazy. This one finna be a movie. This one here is going to be so insane, man. I'm so excited just to see every single game. It's going to be, oh my God, it's going to be a blockbuster, man. And of course, man, I'm going to take my hat off to that group, man. I appreciate all you guys staying locked and loaded. and being committed to coming to the platform, man, and battling for, you know, what I think is going to be a true national championship right there. So, rolling on over to 13U. So I'm going to tell you here, man, this bracket right here is a bracket of what I call, hey, man, we trying to survive. Because it's a lot of 13U teams that trying to survive. I'm going to be honest, man. Nobody want to play Golden Army. Nobody want to play Falcons United. That's the census right there. Everybody want to go somewhere else to try to kind of, you know, run and play somewhere else. Don't matter. We still got 4 bangers right here. 3 of the top 4 teams in the country are right here. Number 1, number 2, and number 3 in the country in this bracket right here. Harbor Area Pilots, those boys coming all the way from the West Coast. All the way from the West Coast to come upset some people. Falcons United. Golden Army. And then Lauderhill Lions. So the question is, what are those 2 semifinal matchups going to look like? That's the question. And I can tell you this right here. One of them semifinal matchups is going to be a game that everybody in the country has wanted to see. Everybody in the country has wanted to see it. So when I tell you, man, it's finna be crazy. It's only 4 teams, but they finna be crazy. AG, let's go and flip it on over to 14U, bro. We're going to flip it on over to 14U. Now, here's what's always a little bit different, man. Normally, we have 4 teams at 14U, and the 13U bracket is loaded. This year, it done flipped. 4 teams at 13U, but that 14U bracket loaded with 8 good quality teams, not to mention the top 4 teams in the country. OC Buckeyes, number 1 in the country. OG Ducks, number 2 in the country. Maryland Heat, number 3 in the country. LA Rampage, number 4 in the country, just to get us started. You got Super Sports Elite out of Georgia. You got the Harlem Wolves out of Florida. Trey Man Elite out of Florida. And Southwest Juniors out of Florida. This 14U bracket, man, is going to be something crazy that we hadn't seen at the YNC probably since year 1 or year 2 when we had those loaded 14U brackets. I'm excited, man, to see exactly how this thing is going to play out, man. So before we get started into D2, man, y'all chime in. I know AG probably going to go to another commercial, man. Y'all chime in. Tell me who you think going to win the 14U bracket so I can see the comments. And then when we come back, man, I'm going to get started on these D2 teams so y'all can take a look at where we're going with it.
On that highlight, they rewind me, they come and find me, and then invite me to wine. See, I came for MVP to have a whole league behind me. Don't play it in big places like IMG. Hey, you battle tested, you ain't bad at test. Come and play against the best and from the generation next. Hey, hopping all on Facebook, not going for that flex. When a tough game get set, we do our best to try to pull up where they at. Hey, you ain't get no invite, just sitting around hanging. What you thinking? You ain't in if you ain't in them power rankings. Hey, yeah, it get lit. Hey, hotter than the summer. Hey, try again next year, you might get a call from Jonah. Hey, but it ain't no way, you gotta come outside and play. Hey, if they can come to you, then go and play them games away. Hey, yeah, in December, that's when ain't nobody say. Hey, think I'm just talking, I just got off live with Clay. Hey, yeah, I go crazy on that highlight, they rewind me, they come and find me, and then invite me to wine. See, I came for MVP to have a whole league behind me. Don't play it in big places like IMG. Hey, yeah, battle tested, you ain't bad at test. Come and play against the best and from the generation next. Hey, hopping all on Facebook, not going for that flex. When a tough game get set, we do our best to try to pull up where they at. Hey, yeah. I see. Generation next, I see. Yeah, I see. Generation next, I see. Hey, yeah. Generation next, I see.
Talking all that junk, boy. They were talking all that junk. They talked it out. We really number 1.
I can tell y'all this, man. And before we get into the Division Two AG, man, I got to make this statement, man. Hey, man, shout out to my man Meech, man, Trap House Meech, man. When I tell you this song has been banging, look, man, my daughter, I played the track for her, man, and even today I was bringing her home from gymnastic practice. She like, Daddy, put on the YNC song, and she back there, you know, she 8 years old and she YNC, and it's just nothing like it, man. So I went down to South Florida the week before Thanksgiving because I needed to, you know, handle some logistical things down there. And y'all know how it is, man. Fellas, you know what I'm about to talk about right here, right? When you step off the airplane and you got your headphones in because you locked in, you know what I'm saying? And I had that going to YNC Trap Meech banging in my ear. And it just gives you a different feel when you're at the airport. And then I had it banging in the rental car as I'm pulling in the venue. It just gives you a different feel. So I'm gonna tell you this, man. Everybody get on iTunes, get on Apple, man, download that joint. I'm gonna give you the official name of it. It's called We Going to YNC Trap House Meech. Download that joint. I want to see all windows down, everybody banging that joint when you pull in to the venue, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna give you a different vibe. It's gonna give you a different vibe. It make the goosebumps on your the hair on your arm stand up, man. So again, that jam is called We Going to YNC. It's on Apple Music, Trap House Meech. I mean, as y'all can see, hey, I got it on my phone. So hey, make sure y'all lock in with that. Make sure y'all lock in with that. So, but hey man, let's go on and roll to Division Two. Now, before we get to Division Two, you'll see on some of these boards, right, that you'll see more to come. If you see more to come on there, then that means that we still got some invites out, and some teams have till this Friday to confirm for their Division Two invite. But for the most part, man, this thing is already loaded, right? So we'll start with 6U. 6U is an age level on Division Two where we still got more to come. So we got County out of Florida. We got 404 Bulls out of Georgia. Grant Junior Pacers coming all the way from California to see what Georgia, Florida, and Maryland has. And then, of course, that squad from the Maryland Heat, man, that put up big numbers this year. And again, we still have 4 other teams looking to confirm their invite. So we'll get that thing up to 8 more than likely. Rolling on over to 7U. 7U, 18 full bracket in Division Two. Central DeKalb Jaguars out of Georgia. So Icy Hurricanes out of Georgia, as well as the Twin City Outlaws out of Georgia. Gainesville United Gators, West Orlando Jaguars, Louisville Panthers out of Kentucky. Maryland Heat, and 423 Ravens out of Tennessee, man. I'm excited to see how this 7U bracket is going to play out, man, because some of these teams, man, you just got to take a look at and say, man, one or two of these teams was this close to making a Division I cut. Let's go on over to 8U, man, and give everybody a taste of this Division II action. Going on to 8U, again, 18 bracket, full to the rim. Countryside Cougars out of Florida. Trey Man Elite. 404 Bulls jumped in this thing out of Georgia. Can't forget about RDU, Red Dog Unit out of Georgia. Georgia Rattlers are going to be in here. Indy Firehawks. This is a team, a lot of buzz online. Louisville Dolphins out of Kentucky. This is a team that is in Division II, but they were ranked in the top 10 in the country. And then, of course, DMV Hammers out of Virginia. So that shows you how strong this 8U bracket is when you've got the number 10 team in the country in your Division II bracket, man. This thing is going to be fire, and I can't wait to see everything get started with it. Rolling on over to 9U. 9U on Division II, 10-team bracket. A lot of y'all was wondering where these 9Us was at. Hey, man, this Division II 9U is going to be the standard of Division II brackets for anybody going forward. Montgomery Gators out of Alabama. Tarrant City Ducks out of Alabama. Treasure Coast Spartans. West Orlando Jaguars. Tucker Lions. Louisville Chargers. Louisville Dolphins. Great Elite. Tennessee Mob Squad. And East End Tigers. You were talking about 10 teams on a 9U Division II bracket, and one of these teams is the number 10 team in the country right now. One of these teams is the number 10 team in the country right now. So does that give them, are they the favorite? Who do y'all think out of these 10 teams, man, is going to be holding up that crystal ball for that Division II YNC championship, man? Man, chime in, make your comments, let us know. Because like I said, this 9U bracket is crazy. It's crazy. Let's jump on over. Let's jump on over to 10U. Looking at 10U, 18 bracket, man, full to the rim. Oceanside Monarchs coming all the way from California. This is a team I saw in the preseason at the YNC. And when I tell you, man, these guys can spin that ball, they can spin that ball. Miramar Wolverines, a team I saw preseason in Alabama. A team that they got something, they got a chip on their shoulder, and they definitely want to represent, especially with it being at home for them. Cypress Lake Hornets out of Florida. Royal Palm Beach Wildcats out of Florida. Atlanta Chargers out of Georgia. And then you can't forget Atlanta Elite, right? They say that they definitely want to make a statement. They feel like that it's going to be a Georgia sweep in both Division I and Division II on 10U at the YNC. Pittsburgh Panthers Elite out of Pennsylvania. And then rounding it up, last but definitely not least, North Philly Blackhawks out of Pennsylvania. Another strong bracket on that 10U D2 level. Jumping on over to 11U. So as we jump on over to 11U right now, 7 teams in the bracket, and we still have 1 spot available for the 3 invites that are out. They've got till Friday to confirm it. Right now, we've got Royal Palm Beach Wildcats out of Florida, as well as the Boynton Beach Bulldogs, Northwest Ducks, and Treasure Coast Spartans, Bill Arp Falcons out of Georgia. Now, Brooklyn Chiefs. This Brooklyn Chiefs team, they say they coming down here for one reason, and that's to win the YNC Division II National Championship. And then, of course, Texas Mustangs. These guys are so committed. They're in a league where their state championship game is going to be played on that Sunday before Division II. Soon as they say they win their state championship, they jumping on the plane and they coming straight to South Florida so they can be ready there for certification. So you're talking about a team that's going to be jumping straight out of a 5 or 6 round playoff into the YNC Bill 2 Division II National Championship, man. It's going to be crazy to see how this thing play out. Jumping on over to 12U. 12U, 7 teams locked in right now. And we got 2 other invites out for this last spot. We'll see which team decides to go and take that last spot before Friday. Plantation Wildcats. Plantation Wildcats, very strong team. They got a quarterback that a lot of people feel like is one of the best in the country, if not the best. So it's going to be interesting to see how they operate through this Division II bracket. Atlanta Raiders, Brooklyn Chiefs. There goes the Brooklyn Chiefs again. They are in the mix of this Division II championship. CGE Eagles out of New York. Tenfold Prep out of Boston, Massachusetts. Probably a team that a lot of y'all don't know about, but they say you definitely gonna know about them after this Division II weekend. Jackpot Boys out of Oklahoma. Team I saw in the preseason in Dallas at the West Memorial event. That's a team, man. They can put up a lot of points real fast. And then, of course, the Pittsburgh Panthers Elite out of Pennsylvania. They are going to be here for the Division II National Championship. And then our final age group on Division II, which is going to be 13U, because we don't have a 14U in Division II. We still have teams accepting invites, so we'll see who actually locks in before Friday or who's going to let it burn. Louisiana Wave from the boot. Alpha Unit out of Nevada. Gen Elite out of Ohio. This is a team that's ranked in the top 10 in the country, right? They're coming to try to claim them a Division II National Championship. And then PPO Bengals out of Florida, AYFL. And it's going to be interesting to see how this thing works out, because I'm not going to lie to you. I want to see how Gen Elite, Alpha Unit, and Louisiana Wave handle that South Florida speed that the PPO Bengals have. So that's it. That's where we're sitting at right now. Division I and Division II teams locked and loaded, ready to go. So here's the thing, man. Who wants to jump out on a limb and say who's going to win this thing, man? I will tell you this, man. I'm going to be down in South Florida come early Saturday morning. right? I know a lot of people have been calling my phone, been shooting me text messages. I've been putting out fires left and right, as I'm sure all event directors have this time of year, right? Where they're trying to get everything going, guys. Remember, man, certification is the most important part of it, all right? You guys have to make sure that you've got everything in Zorts, you've got everything present, so we can get in and out of that certification and get everything rolling, man. We're going to have a great time down at the YNC. Hey, Meech, holla at me. Because they gave a great comment, man. It might be dope to kind of have you come out there and do a live concert or a live rap for us doing certification. But a couple housewarming gifts, guys. Make sure that all of your Zorts information is in. Make sure that your players arrive with their hard copy IDs, so that way we don't have nobody fly across the country and can't certify and get in the event or be able to play in the event. Make sure you bring some sort of soft cloth, because if you win, you want to be able to shine up that crystal ball. You want to be able to shine up the necklace and the ring when you hit the plane, man. So, hey, lock in, YNC. I don't care what nobody say. There is nothing like the YNC. Don't matter if you Division 1 or Division 2, man. We're going to have a big family reunion, a big block party. You know how we do, man. So, hey, don't get offended if I don't answer the phone. Shoot me a text. You got a better chance of getting the answer on text rather than a phone call. And I'll see everybody in South Florida, man. We appreciate the love. And like I said, if you haven't, man, send a prayer to Jonah and his family. We out.
On that highlight, they rewind me, they come and find me, and then invite me to wine. See, I came for MVP to have a whole league behind me. Done played in big places like IMG. Hey, you battle tested, you ain't bad at test. Come and play against the best and from the generation next. Hey, hopping all on Facebook, not going for that flex. When a tough game get set, we do our best to try to pull up where they at. Hey, you ain't get no invite, just sitting around hanging. What you thinking? You ain't in if you ain't in them power rankings. Hey, yeah, it get lit. Hey, hotter than the summer. Hey, try again next year, you might get a call from Jonah. Hey, but it ain't no waiting, you gotta come outside and play. Hey, if they can come to you, then go and play them games away. Hey, yeah, in December, that's when ain't nobody say. Hey, think I'm just talking, I just got off live with Clay. Hey, yeah, I go crazy on that highlight, they rewind me, they come and find me, and then invite me to wine. See, I came for MVP to have a whole league behind me. Done played in big places like IMG. Hey, yeah, battle tested, you ain't bad at test. Come and play against the best and from the generation next. Hey, hopping all on Facebook, not going for that flex. When a tough game get set, we do our best to try to pull up where they at. Hey, yeah.
Talking all